Hello, my name is Paul Emery, founder of QEPR, which is Quantum Emotional and Physical Release. Over 35 years it took me to get over my problem of fear of public speaking, my social anxiety, my social phobia, and the different kind of things I went through before I finally discovered how to overcome this problem. And as I said, it took me a long time to get over. 35 years is a long time for most people. So fortunately, you don't have to spend that amount of time to get over your problems, because I've done all the research and all the studying and all the training so that I can give you at least one of the best techniques that are available today. And this is called havening, as described in my chapter, part 2. Havening was discovered about 10 years ago by Dr. Ronald Rudin, alongside his brother, Dr. Stephen Rudin. Now, they were using something called TFT, which is thought field therapy, which is tapping on various acupressure points, again, as I explained in my chapter, to relieve emotional problems, which is also a very, very effective technique which you can use. And if you go to my website, www.quantumepr.com, I will have some ideas and some advice on there on how you can use the various other techniques. So again, on to the havening. The doctors were using these tapping techniques to relieve things like phobias and fears. And they're very curious about how this actually worked. So for the following decades, they studied the body and the brain and how it all works and how touch affects the mind. Now, we're hardwired since birth that touch, specifically the arms, the face and the hands, has a very calming and predictable soothing effect on the brain, particularly the amygdala, which is the emotional center of the brain. It was discovered by Dr. Ronald Rudin that by stroking the arms, the face, or the hands, a motion like this releases a very strong delta wave, an electrical delta wave to the brain, to the amygdala. And what this electrical delta wave, which is the same wave that we experience in deep sleep, this strong delta wave releases an enzyme. And what this enzyme does is unhooks, depotentiates the receptors that have been activated through your trauma. So by thinking about a trauma, by recalling a trauma, you're activating these receptors in your brain, your amygdala. And they're permanently hooked to your amygdala. And each time you recall, these receptors are activated, which causes the emotional response. So what the havening touch does, the stroking of the arms, face, and the hands, so it releases this delta wave, this strong delta wave, which releases an enzyme in the brain, which actually unhooks, you could say, these receptors from the amygdala, and they're permanently unhooked. And once the receptors are gone from your traumatic memory, then the emotion ceases to exist. You can still think about the trauma, but probably more than likely you'll think about it in a different way, or in a more distant way, or in a more calm way. So I would urge you and encourage you to really use these techniques, to practice this technique for any stress or trauma that you may experience, be it anger, sadness, frustration, fear, phobias, and particularly if you have fear of public speaking or social anxiety or a social phobia. All you have to do, as explained in my chapter, is to recall, to think about a traumatic event. So maybe a time in the past when you felt traumatized by speaking in public or speaking to somebody in particular, or you have some social anxiety. So really think about all the times and places you have this feeling. So it could be a fear, or it could be even anger. Bring to mind the thing or the person which causes that emotional response. So in my case, it's fear of speaking in front of the public or even people that I knew. What you have to do is just bring to mind, recall some emotion, and really give yourself 30 seconds. Now you can close your eyes, and I can lead you through it. Just close your eyes for a moment and really bring to mind some kind of trauma, some experience, some social phobia, some fear, some anxiety. Really recall it in as much detail as you can. More detail that you think about it, the more these receptors are going to activate, the more that we can actually clear with the havening techniques. Okay. You can give yourself some more time if you like. You can just replay this video, or just do it in your own time. Okay, now open your eyes. Now, the key to this is now, whilst we're doing the havening touch, is to completely forget about it. Because part of the steps of the havening is distraction. Because when you've activated these receptors by thinking about it, as you have done, whatever the trauma is, you only need to think about it once, because then they're active for about 15 minutes. So then we do the havening touch and it unhooks them. You don't need to keep thinking about the problem over and over again. You've already got the problem existing in your mind. So now the idea is just to completely forget about it. You're going to do everything you can to distract yourself from this thought. So I'm just going to give you some suggestions. You can come up with your own suggestions whilst we're doing the havening touch. Okay, so hands on top of your arms and just pull down like this. Nice, firmly and smoothly. Now, as an example, we are going to imagine walking on a beach. Or you can imagine climbing upstairs or something else. But take in 20 steps. Okay, and as you take each step, I want you to count aloud. I'll do it silently in my mind, so you can do it aloud in your own time. But imagine walking 20 steps on a beach, or in a forest, wherever you like, and counting aloud. Okay, go. As you're done, keep havening with your arms like this. Now just hum, again to distract yourself. We're going to just hum anything, any music. Hum along to some music. I'm just going to choose Happy Birthday because everybody knows it. It's simple to use. So hum along with me if you like. One more time. Very good. And whilst havening, close your eyes. Open your eyes. Look up slightly. Move your eyes one way and then to the other. To the other way. 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 Close your eyes. Keep doing the havening. Take a nice deep breath. Let it go. Good. Either with your eyes open or closed. Okay, I want you to smooth your forehead and your cheeks, like so. Smooth them softly, gently, not firmly enough to feel it. And now, I want you to imagine doing something else 20 times. But imagine walking up a staircase, 20 steps. Count aloud with each step. I'll do it in my mind, you can do it aloud, just to distract yourself. Really imagine walking up 20 steps as best you can. Go. Very good. And then when you're ready, keep doing your face. And then hum a tune. We'll do Happy Birthday again, for example. So 2 verses, really enough. Okay. Now whilst havening, I want you to count backwards, aloud, from 40 by 3s. It's not a test, it's supposed to just distract you and be a little bit difficult. But just close your eyes open, whilst you're havening your face, to count backwards from 40 by 3s. Go. good. And just some random questions. What's one of your favourite meals? What would you like to eat tonight? Would you like to have breakfast tomorrow? What's one of your favourite books that you've read this year? Keep havening. Okay, close your eyes. Open your eyes. You come a little bit. Look one way, to the left or to the right. The other way. The other way. One side to the other. One side to the other. One side to the other. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath as you keep havening your face. And let it go. Let it go. Keep havening your face. That's good. Now we're going to do your hands. So just kind of rotate your hands like this. And we're going to imagine something else. So imagine you're swimming. For example, if you don't want to do swimming, you can do something else, some other kind of sport. Kicking a football 20 times, for example. I'm going to imagine swimming, just do whatever you like. Again, count it out 20 times. Just imagine doing 20 strokes in a pool or in the sea, whatever is good for you. There you go. Ready? You're going to hum again. So. Okay. Very good. Where's one of your favourite places to go on holiday? Where would you like to go this year? Where's somewhere you've never been on the holiday that you would love to go? What's your favourite season? Winter, spring, summer, fall? What's your favourite colour? Close your eyes, look your eyes, look up a little. Then look one way to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Keep havening your hands, just rubbing around and around like this, activating that delta wave, unhooking those receptors, your emotion. Arms on your shoulders and smooth down, like this. Okay, so that's kind of one round, we call it, of the havening. Now, what you have to do now is to check in with your emotion. So think about the thing that you thought about before, that trauma, that anxiety, that fear, phobia, anger, grief, sadness, whatever it was. Just think about it now and see if it's changed. What's your emotional level? On a scale of 0 to 10, as you first thought about it, where were you? And where are you now on a scale of 0 to 10? Has it reduced? Really? Okay, we're going to do some more. Just stop havening, close your eyes, and tune into that problem once more. Really think about it in as much detail as you possibly can. Think about it in as much detail. What happened, maybe what was said. Tune into that feeling. Maybe the feeling's changed already. Maybe it's something else that you're thinking of. Very good. Keep thinking about it. Bring up as many receptors as you can. And we're going to do the havening again. Again, scale it 0 to 10. How high is it? 0 is no feeling whatsoever. 10 is maximum. Where are you on a scale of 0 to 10? It's always good to know. So you know where you are in the process. Basically, we're going to keep doing this until you feel completely comfortable. So it means you've got to do it 10 times, 20 times. Come back and do it again tomorrow. The more you do it, the more benefit you will feel about that problem and also anything else as well that you can easily work on. But we're just going to try this now again. So think about the same problem or a different one. Maybe it's already gone. Arms and shoulders. Bring it down. Eyes open or closed. And I want you to imagine taking 20 steps on a lovely beach. Walk through the forest. Okay, and count on out and go. ready? We're going to hum. Good. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Look up. And look to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Let it go. Good. Now you're going to take in your face, and across your forehead, cheeks. So I want you to imagine they'll put in 20 glasses on the shelf, one at a time, count aloud with each glass. Here you go. Good. You ready? We're going to hum again, hum a different tune, or the same tune, hum along with me. Say you can do this on your own, of course. You don't need to watch this video anymore. It's a very simple process. Of course, very powerful, very effective. So, hum. And you can once again count backwards from 40 by threes. If you're ready, close your eyes. Your eyes look up slightly, and then look to the left, to the right. Eyes left, to the right, and left, to the right. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. You do your hands, rub your hands. This I want you to imagine you're jumping over a skipping rope 20 times. Count aloud each time you jump over the rope. You go. Good, hum again. Close your eyes, open your eyes, look up. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right. Very good. Close your eyes, take a deep breath and just keep havening. Go. You just run your arms again. What's one of your favorite colors? Do your face. What's one of your favorite animals? Maybe you don't like animals, maybe you love animals. So who's one of your favorite actors or actresses? Maybe you don't have one, maybe you have several. What's the funniest movie you've ever seen? What movie really made you laugh? Your arms. What's the best movie of the year? What's the best meal you've ever tasted? Rub your hands. Rubbing your hands is something you can do in public. You may not know what to do with the arms and the face, but the hands you can do if you're feeling anxious about something. You need to calm yourself down. You can just rub your hands like this, discreetly, open where your nose. Do this walking along the street, into the bathroom. Something you can easily do in public. Nobody really knows what you're doing. Okay, so think about your problem again, your trauma, your fear, your anger, your sadness, your fear, whatever it is. See how it feels now. Maybe it seems more distant. Maybe you feel lighter. Maybe you just don't care about it anymore. On a scale of 0 to 10, where are you? So 10 is maximum emotion, 0 is nothing. Where are you on a scale of 0 to 10? Really think about it. Maybe there are different aspects, different layers, maybe there are different things connected to it. But there are other memories you can work on, similar memories. If there's a fear of public speaking, all the different times and places you have this fear of public speaking, for example. All the times you felt angry. Your ex-partner, for example. Whatever ever comes to mind, just pick one event. One specific event and do the hate me. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the results you get. It's a very simple and easy looking technique, but of course there's lots of research and science in this by Dr. Ronald Rudin. So it's well worth doing, well worth practicing, and if you do it, you will be amazed at the results you get. Maybe you're just feeling fine now, maybe you're thinking, is it gone? Is it really that easy, that simple? When I think about this anger or this fear, this phobia even, it just doesn't seem the same anymore. If you have any questions, then please email me, paul@quantumepr.com. Or visit my website, www.quantumepr.com. This will work for any emotion. Okay, some are going to be very quick and some are easy, and some may be a bit more difficult to deal with. So if you want any help dealing with any of your emotions, your fears and phobias, whatever it might be, then contact me. And if we can't do it in person, we can certainly do it by Skype. But this works fantastically by Skype, easy to do. Just via webcam each, I just lead you through the process, and with my expertise and knowledge, maybe I can get into a little bit deeper than you can on your own. Of course, as a qualified therapist, I'm able to do that. This should work for most people most of the time. But again, if you need my help, then please feel free to contact me, paul@quantumepr.com. I'm more than happy to give you some advice by email, or definitely do a Skype consultation with you. And in the future, if you're interested in coming to my workshops, seminars, retreats, or anything else like that, then I'll be more than happy to see you there.